Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a course-friendly format.
Hello learners, and welcome to today's geography lesson. We are going to consider a new topic which is known as statistical methods. Learners, welcome to the lesson. The subject is geography and the topic is a new one. We will begin looking at a new topic, statistical methods. Statistical methods. Statistical methods. Statistical methods. Now, learners, I hope you are ready to learn. Now, learners, we deal with statistics almost on daily basis, and sometimes we realize it, at other times we don't realize it. Okay? We deal with statistics on daily basis, sometimes without being conscious of it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is statistics as a subject of study is all about numbers and how to work with the numbers. We almost on daily basis deal with statistics because it's all about numbers, and how we work with the numbers. So learners should not be surprised when we introduce statistics in study of geography. The study of geography or the various aspects of geography requires the application of statistical methods in order to understand data and also to develop new insights. Okay? Statistics is all about numbers. So learners, because of that, learners, by the end of this chapter, you need to do the following. Remember, you are learning. And if you are learning, we have objectives for having this chapter, all right? What I'm going to call chapter objectives. We want to lay out the objectives before we get into studying or defining statistical methods, learners. By the end of this chapter, you are expected to do the following. One is to define the term statistics. Okay, you should be able to define the term statistics. You should be able to answer the question, what is statistics? Very important. Number 2, learners, by the end of this chapter, you should be able to identify types and sources of statistical data. Identify types of statistical data. Identify types of statistical data. Learners, by the end of this chapter, you are expected to identify types of statistical data. Then number 3, the third objective, you should also be able to identify and describe methods of collecting and recording data. You should be able to identify and do what? And describe methods of collecting data, of collecting data, of collecting data. Identify and describe, learners, methods of collecting data, collecting data. I can even add recording. Let me add, instead of having the third one, let me combine this, collecting and recording data. Collecting and recording data. Collecting and recording data. Then number 4, learners, number 4, you should be able to analyze and present statistical data. Analyze and present statistical data. Learners should be able to analyze and present statistical data using appropriate graphical methods. Using appropriate graphical methods. We will be studying these methods of analyzing, methods of presenting statistical data. Then lastly, you should be able to state the advantages and disadvantages of each method of data presentation. Should be able to do what? Should be able to state the advantages and disadvantages. State the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, learners, you should be able to state the advantages and disadvantages of each method, of each method, of each method of data presentation, of data presentation. This is what we intend to achieve under the chapter Statistical Methods. Statistical methods. So learners, welcome to this chapter. I hope you will be able to achieve these objectives. When these objectives are met, then we will have done a very good job, learners, because I have said that we deal with statistics on daily basis without being conscious of it, and that the study of geographical aspects requires the application of statistical methods. The subject is geography, but we are studying statistical methods. Why? Because for us to understand geographical aspects, for us to understand different aspects of geography, we will have to apply statistical methods in understanding geographical data. right? So that we can understand data. We can understand geography better by applying statistical methods. Okay, we can use statistical methods to understand geography better and also develop new insights. So that is why we are studying statistical methods. So learners, allow me to rub. This is what we are going to cover. Learners. So to begin with, we will define statistics, because we are talking of statistical data, statistical methods. So let us first define the term statistics. We want to find the meaning of the term statistics. The question is, what is statistics? That's the question we want to answer. The meaning of statistics. Now, learners, the term statistics comes from the Latin word statis, which means estate. Because in historical times, information on taxes collected, information on the population size and the amount of money spent by the state was stated in form of statistics. So statistics then is defined as the exact numerical facts or figures, learners, collected systematically and arranged for a particular purpose. Okay? That's the meaning of statistics. Statistics is defined as the exact numerical facts. In answering this question, learners, then statistics is defined as the exact, learners, the exact numerical facts or figures, the exact numerical facts or figures, numerical numbers, learners. Remember we said that is a subject that studies is all about numbers and how to work with the numbers. So statistics is defined as the exact numerical facts or figures, learners. Okay? Facts or figures collected systematically, right, and arranged for a particular purpose. Collected systematically collected and arranged. I need to write and arranged. Not just collected, but also arranged. Systematically collected and arranged. Systematically. For a specific purpose. For a specific purpose. A specific purpose. Statistics is defined as the exact numerical facts or figures collected systematically and arranged for a particular purpose. For a particular purpose. For a particular purpose. Now, learners, the purpose of statistics. The purpose of statistics could be, for example, to explain a theory or a text or to form part of a research project. All right? Learners. Another definition. Let me give an alternative definition of statistics. Learners, statistics may also be defined or may also be referred to as the science of collecting, classifying, and using numerical facts. Statistics can also be defined as the science. Doing what? The science of collecting. The science of collecting, classifying, and using. Collecting, classifying, and using numerical data. Or facts. Statistics can also be defined as the science of collecting, classifying, and using numerical facts. That's how we can define the term statistics. Statistics. So, learners, the term data, we refer to this term in our definition. Okay, we refer to this term here, data. Now, the term data simply means information or facts. The term data simply means facts or information. So therefore, statistical data will mean information presented in numerical form. Statistical data or numerical data is the information, okay, that is presented in numerical form. Numerical form means in numbers. That is information in form of numbers. And such information include, say, the number of students per school in a county or in a country, okay? It can include the number of students who have subscribed to geography lessons at manifesto publishers. It can include the number of students who have paid fees, okay? Who have paid fees, and that information can be presented per term, learners, in a school. This can also include the mean temperature. The mean temperature of a place for a month. This data can be the number of students who have passed geography test. Okay? The amount of maize produced from a farm within a certain period of time. It can be a year. It can be the amount of money that your guardian earns per year. It can be presented on monthly basis. It can be the number of pens that you use in a term. Number of pens, that is numerical data. It can be the number of cups of tea that you take in a year, learners. Number of cups of tea that you drink in a year, that is numerical data. That is information that is in form of numbers. That's what we are referring to as numerical data or statistical data. So learners, this should not be something that looks difficult. No. What we are discussing here, these are things that we come contact into on daily basis. I told you we deal with statistics on daily basis. Okay? It can be the number of the number of minutes that a lecturer takes to teach geography lesson. Okay? You can take that. You can go to it, because on our website under this subject they have many lessons under geography. So you can go and check lesson 1, how many minutes you record? 30 minutes. Lesson 2, how many minutes? 32 minutes. So that record of number of minutes per video, learners, that's what we are referring to as statistical data. It can be the number of ties or shirts, number of shirts that you have since standard 1. You can have a record number if they are 20 or 30. That 20 or 30, that is statistical data, learners. So statistical data simply means information presented in numerical form. So I want to write that statement. It's very important, learners. The term data. The term data. The term data means information. It simply means information. Therefore, statistical data. Therefore, statistical data is simply, or you can say means, simply means information in numerical form. Means information in numerical, meaning numbers. Numerical means numbers. Okay? Information in numerical form. That is information in form of what? In form of numbers, learners. Come on. Information in form of numbers. That's why we talked of numerical facts. We are just talking about numbers, numerical facts. We are talking about figures. Learners, you know figures. These are just numbers, right? Scientific data. Statistics can also be defined as science of collecting numerical data. So I've given an example of such information, learners. Now, learners, don't forget, statistics is not our main focus. We are using statistical methods to understand geography. Our subject is not statistics. The subject is geography. So learners, geography uses statistics. Geography uses statistical methods. Geography uses statistics to illustrate various facts. For us to understand geography better, we need to use numbers. We need to use numerical facts. We need to use statistics, learners. We are therefore interested in the way data is obtained. When we study statistics, we are merely interested in the way that data is obtained. And this is one of the reasons, the main reasons for our interest in learning statistics. Is one of the reasons. There are many reasons, but it's one of the reasons for learning statistical methods. So therefore, learners, then the question now is, what do we mean by statistical methods? We have defined statistics. So what are these methods that you are calling statistical methods? So learners, statistical methods refer to techniques of gathering, collecting, recording, analyzing, presenting, and interpreting statistical data. All right? Statistical methods. Let me write here. Statistical methods. So I'm answering the question, what is the meaning of statistical methods? Question. What is the meaning of statistical methods? The answer is statistical methods refers to, okay? Refer to. Statistical, because this is plural, we say refer to. Statistical methods refer to the techniques. Methods, another word for methods is just techniques, okay? So these are techniques of doing what? Techniques of, number one, gathering. Gathering, learners. Gathering is just simply collecting. Collecting. Remember we mentioned collecting somewhere. We mentioned collecting. Okay? Collecting, learners. Collecting. Then after you collect, what do you do? After you collect data, what do? You record. Recording, learners. You collect, then you record. After recording, what next do you do? You analyze. Analyzing. Now, why do you analyze? Okay, why do you analyze? You analyze so that you can do what? You can make some presentation. Presenting. Then you don't stop at that. After gathering or collecting, then you do recording, then you do analyzing, then you do what we call presenting. Then you may be required to do what we call interpreting. And interpreting statistical data. So learners, what is the meaning of statistical methods? Statistical methods. The answer is statistical methods refer to techniques of collecting or gathering, learners, recording, analyzing, presenting, and interpreting statistical data. That's the meaning of statistical methods. Now, learners, when statistical data has been processed, we don't just record, gather, analyze, present, and interpret data for the sake of it. No, there has to be some purpose. That's why we defined here. We say that statistics is defined as exact numerical facts or figures collected and arranged systematically for a specific purpose. Specific purpose. Specific purpose. That is the first definition. In the second definition, we say that statistics can also be defined as the science of collecting, classifying, and using, learners. Using. There has to be a reason why we do it. There has to be a reason why we do it. So, learners, there has to be a reason why we gather information or data, record information, and analyze, present, and also interpret statistical data. So, learners, when statistical data has been processed, useful conclusions can be drawn from it. Right? That's why we say that statistics play a big role in enhancing the study of geography. Okay? Statistics play a major role, play a big role in enhancing the study of geography. It also helps in clarifying geographical facts that have been documented. And in our next lesson, we are going to learn the different ways in which statistics plays in enhancing the study of geography and clarifying the documented geographical facts. That's what we are going to study in our next lesson. That will mark the end of our today's lesson, which was an introductory lesson to statistical methods under the subject geography. We have defined statistics, we have defined data, we defined we've defined statistical methods. We've answered the question, what is statistics? We answered the question, what is data? And we saw that data means information, and therefore statistical data. We've also defined here statistical data. Learners, we defined statistics, we defined data, we've defined statistical data, then we defined statistical methods in this first lesson. Thank you for choosing to study with us. Before we close the lesson, I'm going to give you revision questions. Define the following terms. 1, statistics. 2, statistical data. 3, statistical methods. When answering these questions, please make sure you close your exercise book so that you try and see if you can recall what we have learned from your memory. Thank you for attending once again. Let us meet in our next lesson, where we're going to discuss the various ways in which statistics helps in the study of geography and also in clarifying documented geographical facts. Bye-bye.
Thank you for choosing to study with us. For more information, you can call us on 0724 173845.